If it's good for your health, won't taste good. Shorty really from the county. She fake hood, best friend a makeup artist. Always be the face good, real hair rocking. She never rock a lace look. Say she from Trenton, I met her out in Lakewood. Head game fire, sense of humor, cook a steak good. Those just the basics, baby. Cause I'm out the matrix, baby. King, where you been at? Just be hunting. Trying to get some honey, cause I done elevated above infatuation with money. And bitches fucking like bunnies for Tony Romans. They dummies and they ain't being funny. Sad story to tell, even sadder to live. Fucking for nails with no groceries in your crib. Long as you good though, the bitches screwing they face up right now, you would know. What's good to you? A genius to somebody else, misunderstood to you. Huh? What's good to you? A genius to somebody else, misunderstood to you. Whoa.
Yo, what's happening? What's popping? What's going on? Welcome to the Dress Discussion Podcast. I'm your host, Kvng, Kvng, GBAK. With me, as always, I got my man Primetime Naeem. Primetime, what's up?
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Also with me, as always, I got my man DD. What's up?
What's going on, y'all?
All right. Everybody good? Mental health good?
Yes, sir.
We are back with another week's podcast, man. We got definitely got a good slate this go around. Definitely got a good slate.
Man, a lot happened, bro.
It's a lot.
A lot happened over the week.
It's a lot of fuckery.
A lot of fuckery.
Yo, fam. Can we skip the how y'all doing? Because I really want to get into this first topic on the feed. All right. So look,
I think the feed is gonna take up a lot of time.
All right, for sure. All right, merch store down below. Click the link, get your merch.
They know who we are.
Yeah, right. Yeah, y'all know who we are. Yeah, but look, merch links is also below the joint, man. Shout out to the gang member that's here. If you're not a gang member, that link is down in the description below as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the feed, man. All right, so boom. First thing we got, United Healthcare CEO assassinated. Moment of silence for that man. But moving forward, I need to get everybody's thoughts on this.
All right,
I need to get everybody's thoughts on this.
Yeah. So first, you know what I mean, for the people watching, I'm gonna do a brief summary. If you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, the CEO from United Healthcare was assassinated. Was he? I think that they said the bus came from Atlanta, but not necessarily he was picked up from Atlanta. I guess they couldn't tell. But anyway, drove a bus, checked in to a hotel under a fake name, waited for him at, I want to say it was like 6:30 in the morning, something like that. Mm-hmm. Walked up behind him, boom, with a silencer on his pistol. Which is crazy because it's like you're not even. I'm pretty sure silencers are illegal, but great country of America. Sometimes it's easy to just acquire. It's easy to just acquire illegal weapons. What's going on?
Well, they said it was a ghost gun, so they said the gun came off of a 3D printer.
Well, did the silencer come from the 3D printer?
Oh yeah, no.
But I
didn't hear about the silencer, how that was acquired. But that what's up, D? Yeah. I didn't hear how the silencer was acquired, but I did hear the gun was and it looked like it was printed out like one of those ghost guns, you know. Mm-hmm. But I mean, the fact that you would have schematics for that is nuts, because you gotta load those schematics onto the computer that's connected to the 3D printer, and then have the materials to to print. Like, fam, it's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah. And then what was the craziest thing was the writing on the gun shells was it deny, delay, defend? Was that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, right? And I believe there was a book that had that same like title. Mm-hmm. Basically, just talking about these insurance companies and how they try to scam people. So wild situation. since I put this topic in there, since then the man has been caught, which is crazy to me.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he's allegedly been caught, but the dude had the gun on him. Anyway, that shit is
bro had everything on him.
Everything on him.
Bro had everything on him. He had the gun, the manifesto. He had all the evidence that you could link up. Like, man, it was too convenient. For me, it was just too convenient. And then he got caught in the McDonald's. By McDonald's, nigga, McDonald's don't pay you enough to be snitching, bro. What's up with you, bro? Like, what McDonald's? I ain't never met a McDonald's employee that pays attention to the news that much. Because I promise you, I watch the news. And if I would have saw a picture of him and seen him walk by me, I promise you I wouldn't put 2 and 2 together. Because I don't care that much. Like, yo, man,
who come in and out of that.
McDonald's of all places.
Did y'all see the Burger King tweet? It said, "We don't snitch."
Oh,
that's what that was about.
We don't
Funny.
snitch. Yeah, Burger King. But a tweet that said, "We don't." Yo, Luke, what's going on?
Yo, oh shit, look at here. What's up, Brody?
Luke in the building. What's going on?
Yeah, man.
But that joint was hilarious to me. But I guess like the thing I wanted to get y'all to talk about is like, how do y'all feel about the response to all this? Where people were kind of low key, glad that this happened. There was like low key, like excited about this. What are your thoughts on this joint? Because that joint was crazy. Before I even saw the reaction online, I said, man, this guy might turn out to be some kind of anti-hero. Mm-hmm. And then I looked online. I said,
I didn't know which direction y'all were going with this.
Right, go ahead.
It was wild.
Yes, it was wild.
The extreme that people were saying. But it was 100% truth to everything that they were saying.
Yeah. You can't deny.
And I was so fucked up about it because, like, the man got killed, but what he stood for was shit.
Yeah. And
what the other people that supported him stood for ain't about shit. Insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance been fucking us since
they've been fucking
1960
forever. Because you pay them money just in case something happens.
Yeah.
And then when something happens, if it doesn't happen how I want it to happen,
right,
I don't have to help you out. Even though you've been paying this entire time.
Right.
And if I stop paying because I have hardships some other way, I lose all the money invested.
Yep.
That's a scam.
Yep.
And like I said, for it's unfortunate for it to happen. He's not the only person responsible, so there's no reason to really like celebrate for those who are celebrating online. Because he's just a part of the system.
Yeah.
It's the system that allows them to be criminal in the way that they are.
Yeah.
Flood insurance. You sell, you know what I'm saying? You have a flood, it's water in your fucking house, you know what I'm saying? Well, it didn't flood by a hurricane level 3.
Yeah,
it was a level 2. You know what I'm saying? Like how the fuck we supposed to know the difference between the 2 and the 3 to get the right coverage?
What's the hurricane that just hit North Carolina? The one,
Elaine?
Elaine, yeah. And motherfuckers still can't do nothing. Like they on the phone still with insurance companies trying to figure it out, and FEMA is out there barely getting them help.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fam, it's terrible. Terrible.
And it's crazy because they're helping all these immigrants and stuff with the money and stuff, but they can't give true assistance during a natural fucking disaster.
And they say they don't have money. And so what someone also pointed out was, and again, like, this isn't to like pick on the CEO, but apparently the CEO got a $10 million bonus this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean?
Give me $10 million.
Like, bro, it's like, you know what I mean? Like some of these procedures, man, it's like, yo, that's like, if you got to pay out of pocket, it's like 40 grand out of pocket. But like, what's 40 grand to a guy who has a $10 million bonus, not his salary, $10 million bonus on top of his regular salary, and that was just for the year.
And normally a bonus is a percentage of your pay. So you got it. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And it's like, and he's the CEO. What about the board of
directors.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like these.
Or they
people-
making nasty money.
And they,
Oh,
you know,
making nasty
connected with
money.
big pharma and stuff. Like, you know, it takes the doctors to prescribe the medicine.
Yo, so
And then there's certain medicines only certain insurances are covered.
oh, will
Yeah,
cover,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's all tied into the greed of America. Because
Mhm.
if this country was as great as it says it was, we would have universal health care.
So
United States where?
So you look at that documentary that had came out about the opioids, like how the opioids got introduced or whatever, and certain doctors, like they wouldn't talk to certain doctors because certain doctors were affiliated with certain insurance companies. You know what I'm saying? So they wouldn't talk to those doctors. They would talk to these doctors over here. But when the doctors they weren't talking to saw the doctors over here getting money by prescribing these opioid prescriptions, guess what? They started causing a ruckus. You get the doctors mad, and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna leave this insurance company. I'm gonna go over here, and I can make more money over here." Oh, no. We'll be okay with you selling it, and we'll add the code and Fam, it's nasty work.
Yeah,
it's nasty work.
Yeah. So
it's nasty work.
So yeah, some of the comments, man, they were saying they was like, dude, like.
At least he died quick, and he didn't have to live so long to where he had to figure out how to pay for shit.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. It was wild.
Yeah. The funniest joint I saw was it was like, are you sure he died from the bullets or was it pre-existing conditions?
Oh, that's sick.
I was like, oh
yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
that's diabolical. That's a diabolical.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It was so cutthroat, but it's so relevant to how they do people all the time. So, like I said, it's unfortunate that man died like he did.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to be clear, like, because I know there's some people who lost there's some people who lost their jobs already because they were celebrating this man's death. We're not celebrating this man's death.
Not at all.
It's unfortunate that he was the face of the industry, and that's why he got killed. Right. It's the industry, and not just United Healthcare, but all these scumbags, all these insurance companies. You know what I mean? It's a problem for all of it, and the fact that he got killed was because he was the face of it, and that's why he got targeted. But there's a lot of other people. You know what I mean, who are a part of this, and their greed is causing people to die. And so, I think what people are happy about is not the fact that this man died, but the fact that attention is brought to this, and it's showing that, hey, like if you push people far enough, like they'll push back. You know what I mean?
So, I was watching the news, right? So I'm following the story. I'm watching the news. And they start talking about Luigi, who is the assailant, the assailant in the incident.
Alleged killer.
Yeah, alleged killer. Because they always say alleged. They have yet to confirm like, yo, this is the person who killed him. No, they're still putting alleged in front of his name. But it's just so convenient. See, this is where conspiracy theorist brain starts working, right? So like,
it's too easy.
My thought was like, y'all had to catch somebody. It was a white man that was murdered. Y'all had to catch somebody.
And it's a CEO, now. Man. They're not doing that. They put all their resources into tracking them.
Right. Like
you had the governor. It was Eric Adams, or is it the mayor? Eric Adams from New York, and then you had Josh Stein from Pennsylvania talking on this. So they were putting all their resources.
Yeah, it was a lot going on behind it. But like
if it was your ass who got killed, it like nobody would have gave a fuck.
Durham PD be like, man, where Pookie at? Case closed.
Like, forget the governor and the mayor talking on it. The chief of police probably wouldn't even be talking about this shit. And it wouldn't go past the detectives, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But my thought is like this. So, they give this young man, Luigi, they tell us his background. He went to an Ivy League college, graduated top of his class. It's like,
he was valedictorian.
Valedictorian, like,
went to an Ivy League school.
All these, like how did it get swept under the rug that he felt this way about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he even did, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just Brody had too much going for his life. I feel like to to do something like this.
Yeah.
It just the optics. This is I'm just going strictly off the optics, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it came from a well-off family.
What I think, yeah, he comes from a well-off family. So what I think is this: somebody in his family owes some money, and they said, "Look, we know this is gonna happen. So when this happens, guess what? Blame Luigi. Blame that nigga. He gonna take the L. Probably pull him in the room. Hey, yo, look, you're gonna have to take this L for the family. So I'm gonna need you to go to this McDonald's with this fake New Jersey ID. And look, we're gonna put money on your books." Like I feel like that, and that's just conspiracy theorists me thinking. You know what I'm saying? But it's just really weird how they caught him and how fast they did it.
It is weird how they caught him because the guy seemed so smart, and then it's like you never got rid of
the gun.
You never got at
that gun. That gun would have been in Camden somewhere, buried.
Like you,
what?
Anytime from New York to Pennsylvania, like at no point did you just you could have just tossed it out the window somewhere, buried it anywhere.
Some fast food, a bag of fast food, to just toss it in the trash,
and nobody would have been the wiser.
Walk past down one of them the street.
First of all, you take the gun apart, put one piece here, take another piece there. Take another piece there. You get
no gun, no crime.
No gun, no crime. If someone sees a piece of a gun, they ain't even gonna think about it. Like, that's just me. Like, bro, like he seems so smart, but like I don't know. Maybe I just watched.
He made a lot of dumb decisions.
Maybe I just watched Fresh 48 way too much. But
you know what I'm saying? For you to go to an Ivy League school, you made a lot of dumb decisions.
You've seen movies before, nigga. That's how they get caught in movies.
Right? Yeah. Like even
you're too smart for that.
Yeah, even like the old movies, bro. Like even in like Godfather 2. Yeah, bro. Like you see Robert De Niro getting rid of the gun right after he popped that dude. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like,
get this.
Yeah, he went and broke that shit up, put that shit down the pipe. He was like, you know what I mean? That's what you do. Like I'm like, bro, like you see,
never find it.
They'll never, bro. Man. You know, bro. If I ever. Well, let me not incriminate myself. But just know I ain't gonna have no murder weapon on me.
You'll never find it.
You'll never find the weapon.
Unless he's trying to be a martyr for the cause.
That is also a possibility.
Yeah,
that's also a possibility.
I think if it's legit, maybe somebody in his family or maybe somebody he was close to went through something like that.
But see, they didn't even mention that.
Okay, so I do have.
I mean, I'm just throwing.
I do have some details. So, apparently he did have like some kind of chronic back pain, and he posted a picture. They didn't confirm if this was actually him, but he posted a picture of him having, I want to say it was like 4 screws in his spine or something like that. So I think he is having some issues with that. And what they did point out on the news that I saw, which was very interesting, is they were saying, I believe he's 26. And I believe the age you fall off your parents' insurance
25.
Is 25.
Mm-hmm.
So something may have happened where it's like he fell off the insurance, wasn't able to get help. And that's what made him, you know what I mean? So that's just one right now. That's just one thing that's being speculated.
All right,
but actually, let me say this though, because it kind of goes. He was saying maybe they fell into debt, and somebody offered him and his family a deal they couldn't refuse.
That's also
yeah. The one of the junior partners was like, "Hey, bro, I got $40 million for y'all.
40 million
off him, off him." Hey, conspiracy theorist brain, man.
We take care of you, baby.
Disappear
you like Epstein.
Hey, man, look. Hop on this bus to Pennsylvania. Stop at this McDonald's.
Nuts.
Oh, man. So what's up? Since we're talking about crime, you had put in there the last minute topic the Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Penny.
Yeah, Daniel Penny. All right, so
I don't know anything about that.
All right, let me remind you guys, because I'm gonna be honest. I had to refresh my brain on the incident myself, right? So this happened like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it may not stick in your brain for the right reasons. If it didn't stick to my brain for that reason as well. But basically, it was an incident where it was this dude who was basically, he was homeless, he was drugged out, and he came in the subway, acting all crazy, and this white dude choked him out and he died. You remember that?
Okay.
Okay, no, none of y'all remember this. All right, so we'll make this short and sweet. So basically, quick reminder. So the dude comes in there. He's been homeless for some years. Guy's been in and out of jail. And he just comes in onto the subway train, and he's like, "Yo, like I don't give a fuck. Like I'll go to jail. I'll kill a motherfucker. Like you know what I mean? Just like just tweaking." Apparently he throws his jacket on the ground and he's like yelling at people. And so, he was like literally threatening to kill people. And he even said himself, like, yeah, I'm ready to die. So he was just wilding out, right? So this guy who I believe he was a former Marine,
PTSD on him,
had came through and grabbed him and to restrain him and put him in a headlock. And he had him in a headlock and he's telling people, hey, call the cops. Cops took about I believe it was 6 minutes to show up. And so the whole time this dude has him in the headlock. So pretty much the guy ended up dying, and that was a big controversy there.
Okay.
Right. So for me, the reason I brought this up.
And that was the Marine was Daniel Penny.
The Marine was
okay.
Daniel Penny. The guy who passed was, I believe, Jordan Neely is his name.
Okay.
All respects to him. I didn't want to get his name wrong, but the reason I wanted to bring this up is because a lot of people are being outraged,
as they should be.
Yeah. But here's where I'm going with it. And I know you guys aren't too aware of the story. But I think the black delegation should just let this one go. Now hear me out. This is why I say they should let this go, right? There's a lot of problems that I had with this whole situation, right? Mm-hmm. Because I don't obviously, you know what I'm saying, the man shouldn't have had him in the chokehold like that for damn 6 minutes. I don't feel like this is a George Floyd situation. And here's why.
I'm listening, man.
Here's why. I feel like, one, the George Floyd situation was the cops showed up for a goddamn fraudulent,
$20.
Yeah, a counterfeit $20 bill. He wasn't a threat to anybody. He wasn't trying to harm anybody. He was just trying to buy some shit with some counterfeit money.
Right.
No fucking big deal. Cops show up. They handcuff him. So he's already not a threat at that point. But then the officer proceeds to put his knee on his neck for 8 minutes. That is unacceptable, especially from a trained police officer.
Right.
In this situation, it's a civilian making a civilian arrest. However, in this situation, the man was a threat to people. Mm-hmm. So for me, the way I'm looking at it, and what's going up, Natasha? The way I look at the situation is, as unfortunate as it is, mm-hmm. I feel like my man was a threat and was threatening people on the train. And here's what made my final decision as to for the black delegation to sit this one out, because because they're making this a big racial thing. There was black people there. There was one black guy who was holding the guy down as with the white guy. And there was a testimony from.
So hold up, the white guy choked out the black guy.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah. The white guy choked out the black guy, and he ended up dying. But if you look at they had police what do you call those cams? Body cams. Mm-hmm. And on the police body cams, you hear one of the black guys saying, hey, he was gonna hurt somebody, so he had to grab him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the black guys say. There was an elder black lady who was sitting down in the vicinity, and she talked about how she was scared for his life. Now we don't have video footage of how that man was acting, or like, you know what I mean, like what the temperature was in there.
Right.
But based on the eyewitnesses, you know what I'm saying, it was clear this man was a threat. And so what I'm saying is, like, as unfortunate as it is, like I feel like at the black delegation we need to sit this one out.
All right, I'm gonna give you some pushback, brother.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you some pushback because the law is the law, right? Had the roles been reversed and it was a black Marine and a white guy, they'd have hit him with involuntary manslaughter, because that is the definition of involuntary manslaughter. Like, fam, he should at least have been hit with that. You took somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are not a trained police officer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. He trying to restrain everybody. Everybody's in danger on this particular subway. Get it, right? But you took somebody's life, bro. You got it. You got to answer for that. Your actions led to this person not living anymore. Involuntary manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? It was a good Samaritan deed. I get it. But it's still involuntary manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like Buddy has some mental health issues. If that's the way he was talking on the subway,
yeah,
it sounds like he was dealing with some.
I'm not rocking with the mental health issues, bro.
Hold
on. No. Wait. Before you talk,
I'm with you, Prime.
Okay.
Because I've been in Atlanta. I've been on the trains. I've seen these niggas tweet. I've seen people like really wild the fuck up. It's scary to a lot of people,
right? And
because
I get that.
It's a wild card.
You don't know
you don't know what's gonna happen, because they don't know what the fuck they doing most of the time.
That's what the fuck I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's hard to use that as an excuse because they have issues. Because what am I supposed to do? Just let you do what you do? Right.
I'm not justifying letting him do what he needed to do.
I know you talking about to the point that he actually killed the man and he didn't get charged for involuntary manslaughter.
That's the issue I got with it. So hearing the story, that's the issue I got with it, because they should have hit him with involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that, but because I was wondering how it was tied to George Floyd, like what the
right? Because people are comparing the two situations.
Oh no, you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two because you got trained professionals that are trained to deal with the civilians of here. Yeah. Not trained to go to war. Right. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's trained to go to war. Like, Marines are fucking crazy.
They are.
They are fucking. I got a homeboy that's a Marine. He out in Cherryport right now. That nigga's fucking cuckoo.
That's what I said before you even started talking about it. PTSD. He's wigged out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you've been in certain situations, your instincts kick in.
Right. And you're right.
And maybe he said a word that let him know something needs to be done. Right. And he's trained to do that. He's trained to get shit done. He's a fucking Marine.
So but the thing is, the reason why is like and I still stand by, like, it's unfortunate, right? But like, back multiple points, like back to like the mental health thing. Like, one, someone comes in threatening to kill people. Like, clearly this person's not in their right mind, but regardless of the situation, you have to take out the threat, right? You get what I'm saying? And so, like,
because announcing you're gonna hurt,
it makes you a threat. And so that's what I'm saying. If someone came threatening my life, I might choke your ass out too. Now, I might not hold it for 6 minutes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you might get choked out, but you might get
once you engage. As long as this motherfucker can fight, if you let him go, he can get you.
Yeah.
This is where
usually what will happen is people will pull him off.
Right.
or you know, people you know
Right.
saying, hey man, that's enough, that's enough,
Right.
enough, let them go.
But
And
see,
then everybody else come
right.
around,
And so
the ones that were scared to intervene, now that he's been restrained, come over there, y'all get around
Right.
him, calm him down, sit on his
Right.
ass, wait
Yeah,
for the
whatever
authorities,
you gotta
whatever.
do.
Yeah.
He didn't have to die.
right. So this is why I'm giving pushback, because I'm looking at the people who are in the situation, right?
Mhm.
There were other people while he was choking him, holding his arms. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was acting alone and this
Okay.
is one.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
That makes sense, man.
And there was a
Yeah,
black
so-
there was a black guy who was grabbing his arm on video. Now this part we got on video, grabbing his arm, holding him. So in the George Floyd situation, it was much different because people were saying, "Get up off him! Get up off him! He's already handcuffed." You get what I'm saying? Where it wasn't like people were saying, "Get up off him," and he's like, Nah. Like he's just like holding him, making sure he didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And
I
I
thought he was restraining them by himself, but
Right.
shit, but
Yeah,
other people are helping
yeah,
him, he might
well,
as well have been in handcuffs.
right, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like first he had him by himself, and then like later on, like you know what I'm saying, like someone came. And
So
grabbed
at
him.
some point in time when other people started helping, he could have let him go from around the neck like that on the level. Because you know, I mean, you're a trained Marine. You ain't supposed to do that shit for so long.
Well, yeah.
You know how long it'll take to choke a nigga out.
Yeah.
I know how long it takes to choke a nigga out. I ain't a Marine. You know how to.
Yeah. So that was so there was two things. One, the officers, they did show the video of the officers asking him, was it like a naked chokehold? Like was he, you know, applying pressure?
Mhm.
And it looked like he wasn't pushing on the back, but he did have his other hand here. So he had him like this. You know what I mean? It's hard to say looking at the video how much pressure, but like chokeholds are dangerous. That's why they tell cops, you know what I'm saying?
No chokeholds.
No
That's
chokeholds.
illegal.
No chokeholds.
Yep.
So but here's what I'm saying, right? I obviously because we know the result, we know, hey man, you probably shouldn't have held him in the chokehold for that long. But like the reason I say, hey, look, like I feel like because of the situation and like hearing like me like listening to like other people's testimony, it's like it's tough. Like I said, like you don't want to let him go because you like the dude's crazy, but then at the same time, it's like it's tough. And he, you know, he was saying, he was like, yeah, I just kind of did what I was trained to do, you know, in his, you know, in the Marines, and that's kind of what happened. So I mean,
the fact that they let that shit fly is fucking nuts. But
They probably let it fly because he was a Marine.
right?
yeah, I'm not.
I mean, but
if I was on the jury,
yeah.
I would not have let that. It would have been a hung jury because I wouldn't let that shit fly.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
nah,
that shit was some
I'm
bullshit.
not. Yeah,
man.
that's fucking wild, nigga.
He didn't.
You are
have
not
to
in
die.
Iraq.
Now,
Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
For me, if he restrained them and everybody else was so scared that nobody came over there to help him, and it just so happened to where he was just, I'm not gonna let you go. I mean, I'm not gonna let you go. You're not gonna hurt nobody. You're not gonna hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that type of shit happened. But if there were other people assisting, he killed that nigga.
I mean, no, yeah.
I mean,
he killed him.
That was what he was out to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
Well, see that.
A lot of people use excuses to act out and do stuff they normally wouldn't be able to
but
do.
so this is where my pushback is though. All right, so they're saying if his intent was to take out this man or whatever, or kill him or whatever, what I'm saying to you is like, no, this man shouldn't have been killed, but this guy is threatening people's lives. I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, where do we draw that line of like, hey, this guy is threatening? Like he literally said, "I'm gonna kill somebody."
Once you threaten somebody,
that's what I'm saying. Like
that line is crossed.
But I'm not saying that he should not have restrained him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that other people should not have helped him. You know what I'm saying? They were being good Samaritans and they did what they thought was right. I get that.
He should not
but also they should have found that nigga guilty of involuntary manslaughter, and they should also, whoever was holding his arms, they should have found them guilty as well. Because somebody lost at the end of the day, somebody lost a life. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, the results of y'all actions, somebody lost a life.
I disagree.
You know what I'm saying? Bro,
I mean, the dude.
That's the basis of involuntary manslaughter. It's like it's an accident that happened,
but that's the thing,
and you kill somebody.
That's the thing, though. We're not sure if he accidentally killed anything.
You had him in the chokehold. You
mean,
actually
like,
did
no,
the
but
chokehold.
what I'm no, what I'm
he might have had it on his mind, like I said,
that's what I did.
as
But
a Marine.
Well, okay.
But
At the end of the day, we don't know yes or no. The only thing we do know is somebody lost a life. Involuntary manslaughter.
All right. So, but okay. I give you another example. What's the actor who shot the gun, killed somebody? He didn't go to jail either. But what's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, the nigga that was on set and shot the dude.
Shot the dude. Yeah. He didn't go to jail either. This guy was actually, whatever you think his intentions were, he actually did protect these people. You get what I'm saying? No, I'm saying if this nigga get off, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying.
Bro, that's two different things. You talk about an actor who's trusting these people that have these jobs to make sure certain shit goes certain ways. And the nigga, you know, all I'm doing is acting. But you know, it's
still involuntary manslaughter.
I feel you, but I think
it's still accidental death.
The reason why they let him slide is because he's a Marine. He served the country. You know what I'm saying? So they throwing him a bone. Just like you said, people get thrown bones all the time. People got friends in high places and blah blah blah. So they just let him slide.
Luke said voluntary or involuntary manslaughter, he be charged, in my opinion. No, I get it, bro. Yeah. I get it.
I feel yeah.
And so one other point I want to add before we move off this. So here was just something that I had a particular issue with. Mm-hmm. So driving this like racial charge, because I do think whether he should go to jail or not go to jail, like I really don't care about that. But I do think it was a consequence of the first man's actions to begin with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I say as a black delegation, we should fall back, because it wasn't like, oh man, I'm black, I'm just chilling, and you know what I mean? Some nigga come bust me up on my head. It's not one of those situations.
Right.
So, but the dad comes and talks about the system and how he misses his son. I didn't like that either, because your son was homeless.
Right, like, and that's why I brought up the mental health issue. This man is out here with mental health issues. And then if you say you miss your son, why wasn't you getting your son some help?
So yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Why would you provide him with the resources that he needed?
And that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there needs to be like other discussions besides, hey, white man kill black man. Like I feel like in this situation, like here we have, like we need to talk about like the people who mental illness, getting people the help they deserve, so they're not out here wilding, threatening people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I'm looking at it like I'm looking at the people that like they had young women out there who
this could have been prevented.
All of this could have prevented, because I think the whole situation is unfortunate. But you got this man, I think he was arrested like 40 times, something like that, in and out of jail.
But that's a lot of homeless people, bro.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like there has to be something where we
and coming from working in that system, I used to see a lot of motherfuckers like repeatedly. Like I knew your name before I even knew you was on my docket for the day. When I used to have to go to the jail and see them for first appearance. You know what I'm saying? Either they got hit with a failure to appear. That's the easiest thing for a cop to pick up, because they know you homeless. You ain't got no way. Once they drop you off, you ain't got no way back to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of shit.
So knowing resources are restricted. What do you and I know we got to move on, but what do you think like we can do to kind of like, because I mean we got a homeless problem to this day. Just like forget the mental illness, just picking homeless people just like out there. Like what do you guys think is a solution, a realistic solution, knowing that like they're not going to throw like billions of dollars at
it? It's no solution, bro. It's no solution, because if you're not going to invest in the people, fuck it. Like it's no conversation.
That should go to the chat. All right, that can go to the chat.
All right, that can go to the chat.
So
all right, so look, boom.
That's the big topic.
Yeah, last thing on the feed. Last thing on the feed is fucking the Jay-Z lawsuit, man. So Jay-Z is facing a lawsuit right now. 13-year-old girl. It was like 20 years ago. Did they say 20 years?
Yeah, 20
years ago. 2000 was it 2000?
Yeah.
2004.
Yeah, 2004. Yeah. So So yeah,
it wasn't MTV Awards. One of
the music awards. One of the music awards. Young lady was standing outside, 13 years old, trying to get in the awards. Driver, P. Diddy's driver said, "Oh, you know, Diddy has a certain."
Go ahead and jump in that portal, baby.
Diddy has a certain look of girl, and you fit it. You can come to the after party. She goes to the after party. Jay-Z and Sean P. Diddy Combs was there. Some things happened, and then now it's surfacing again. It's a civil suit against Jay-Z for that particular evening. Yo, fam, the Beehive is in a mist. The shit is buzzing. They're telling Beyonce to leave now. They said there was another woman in the room at said event for this 13-year-old underage girl. Fam, it is.
You want to give your thoughts first?
It's a cluster, yo.
I'm not gonna go. I just find it funny that everybody get caught doing the same thing 20 years later.
What's the statute of limitation on?
No, I mean, I honestly need to know. Like, it's always civil suits coming out the woodworks.
Look it up for me, real quick, Brian.
Really weird times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Diddy, he sued people.
Mm-hmm.
The shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
I heard Jay was suing somebody. And it's like, y'all don't see the pattern. Every Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Trying to buy CBS.
Trying to make a move.
Apparently this is the last year because they said it's 20 years.
All right, so look, and that's fucking crazy, right? And then with
you can't make this shit up.
Wait. And then the crazy part was, right, in the story they reported that before the shorty went in the party, she signed the NDA. You're 13 years old.
How can you sign?
You can't sign a fucking NDA. They sat on ABC News and said this girl signed the NDA. Where the fuck was her parents at? Because you needed an adult there. You need an adult. You're a minor. You can't think for yourself. You're supposed to be. It's a school night. What are you doing trying to get to the VMA? Where are your parents at?
How do you sign an NDA with no ID? They don't check for ID. They don't make sure you when you sign and shit.
Bro, NDAs don't have to be notarized. So no, you don't have to.
You don't have to show no ID.
You don't have to show no ID for
a name
for
NDA. That's
but we don't know. Look, we don't know if she lied about her age. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. But nonetheless, the fact is the girl was 13, bro. The girl was 13, bro.
Oh, all right. So,
but in 2004, if a girl was 13, you knew she was 13, nigga.
That's exactly.
Won't no Fashion Nova out back then, nigga. Won't no Fashion Nova out back then. They won't borrowing their big sister clothes to go out.
They own makeup.
Fuck out of here, man.
They knew that was a child. If it even happened.
Sick niggas, man.
Go ahead, I'm not saying that.
I'm done.
I don't believe that shit.
I'm done. I'm gonna get upset. Go ahead, bro. I just
have a hard time believing these motherfuckers fall for the same thing. Over and over. Yeah. The banana in the tailpipe shit.
Yeah.
Your man's. I mean, just like the other topic. Your man's had the gun on him.
Yeah.
Like, look. What are we doing? It just sounds funny to me that all these rich, prominent African American males get caught up in the same fucing thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
and let me say this: I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Trying to say if he did it or I'm not. I'm against sexual assault. I'm against that. So if that shit happens, he deserved it. Whatever. I just find it extremely convenient that the same story just continues to happen
over and over.
So many prominent black men.
Yeah. So I want to say this before I go on my rant. When niggas are guilty, just because I believe like some stories are untrue doesn't mean I don't think this nigga is guilty of other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like number one. So, in case you guys don't know, so this civil suit is already part of Diddy's case. So it was already targeted towards Diddy, and they just added Jay-Z's name to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Diddy, this is not part of his criminal case. That nigga going to jail. So he guilty of some shit. But what I'm saying is, you have leeches that hop onto to jump on the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because right now everyone fucking hates Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's already guilty in the court of public opinion. We already know he did some grimy shit. So hey, what's one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the thing. And so I'll just be real. This whole story don't make no fucking sense to me. All right, starting off with the 13-year-old at the VMAs. What the fuck is this girl doing at the VMAs by herself? She said she got dropped off by a friend. What friend? How old was the friend? Right. Was she 13 too? Did she have a driver's license?
Was she 13 too?
That's what I'm saying. Like, did she have an adult drop her off? Who was the person who dropped her off? He's like, oh, I just got dropped off by a friend.
Oh shit, wrong button.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Who was this person who dropped off this 13-year-old at the fucking VMAs? You know what I'm saying? Because we know she wasn't.
How do you get access to be back there with those people?
Okay, so
She never got into the joke. The limousine driver for P. Diddy she approached him, or he approached her, one of the two, and she was trying to get in. And he said, "You fit Diddy's profile." According to her, you fit Diddy's profile. He likes girls like you.
Unnatural allegiance to losers. It's not like all lies will be exposed.
Bruh, okay. This is why I say all lies will be exposed. Because, girl, all right. So, first of all, she's out there trying to get in VMAs, and then she just starts approaching random limo drivers. Okay, I'm with you on there. 13-year-olds can be dumb and do dumb shit like approaching random limo drivers like they got any kind of pull. Like, when the fuck did limo drivers be like, hey, baby, I can get you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Since when did the fucking limo driver have fucking pull? Like, since when was the limo driver that nigga? Like, yeah, I got clout. I can get you in.
I can get you everywhere, baby.
Since when? And here's the thing. Like, I would have believed it if the shit wasn't written like a Tyler Perry story.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, baby, you're young, just like how Diddy likes it. And I can come get you to the party. And this 13-year-old's like, oh, he likes young 13-year-olds? Yay! Let me go. That's not how shit goes. Usually they come and say, hey, you know, you're pretty, you're attractive. You know, we're looking for
ice cream.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like you don't lead with something creepy like, yeah, you're young, like Diddy likes them. Like, that's the most creepiest shit you can say to a 13-year-old girl. You get what I'm saying? And what I'm saying to you is, like, even as a 13-year-old girl, like, I would tell, like, my daughter, like, yo, this boy likes you. And she'd be like, ew. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like this.
2004.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're like, ew. Like, this is ew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's 13-year-old girl's brain. And you trying to tell me this man was like, yeah, you're just Diddy's type. He likes some young.
Diddy's balls, baby.
He and she was like, sure. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm saying, like, so then she's like, oh, they had to drug me. No, you sounded like you was down from the get-go.
Right.
You know what I
signed an NDA with no adult present. Like,
you sound like you was with the shit. Like, yay. So why did you fight him off you? Why did you run out? Like, what the fuck? You sound like you was ready for it. Like, yes, let me go to a Diddy Freaknik. Let me go. Cause Diddy,
shit, when I had to sign a worker's permit for to work at 14, I said, I gave this shit to my mama. Hey, ma, read over this shit. Make sure it's right. I ain't trying to get sold to
like the man might as well just came out and said, hey, baby, you want to be a sex slave? And she was like, oh, yay. What the fuck are we talking about?
It's Tuesday. I ain't got nothing.
Like, what the fuck? God. This story is completely unbelievable. Like, the limo driver. I don't believe it. And then it's like,
but the thing is ridiculous as the story is, people are talking about it so much and joking about it and throwing their own little bullshit to it. It's sad how quick we jump on these people.
And yeah, but because we want to see the people up on top fail, and I understand like rich, powerful people get away with shit, and I understand the appeal in seeing these niggas fall, but like all these niggas ain't like that. And first of all, and also like when you think about it, a lot of these celebrity niggas, they have too much ego to share these type of spaces, right? Mm-hmm. And she said, "Hey, it was Diddy and John Hopkins." Like, who the fuck is John Hopkins? You understand what I'm saying? Right, it's only celebrities in this room, so only the high profile people joined in. Like not your billionaire friend who made mad money on Wall Street who like fucking little girls. Like that nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like
it's so much.
None of the posse got in. Like these niggas, like a lot of these.
I know Bleak was in that fucking room, man.
But only Jay-Z and Diddy sharing this 13-year-old girl of all the bad bitches in there. And by the way, at this time, Jay-Z was messing with Beyonce. I cannot please reveal her identity because I gotta see how she looks. I gotta see how she looks. Yeah. Because if she busted, I'm throwing the whole case out the fucking window. She better be the baddest thing ever for Jay-Z and Diddy to just tag team this bitch. Like, at 13, we tag teaming this bitch. Let's go. Like, she better be the baddest fucking thing where they just could not fucking resist. Hey, and it's like, bro, potential. Like it just doesn't fucking fit, bro. Like it just doesn't fucking make sense, bro. It just, bro. This was Jay-Z put out Big Pip. Oh no, man, right? No, he had
all those,
and he sharing with Diddy, bro. He had fucking Superhead. God, anyway,
that's what I'm saying. Like there was so many,
and you share
tangible assets to acquire.
Yeah. And who is Celebrity B? Who is Celebrity B? Is it Beyonce? Like, what the fuck is
Celebrity A, Celebrity B shit?
Yo, what the fuck? Is it J-Lo?
Like, oh my god. All right, so
I fucking hate this shit.
All right, so let's get off the feed, man. We gotta get off the feed. We've been on it for an hour. We gotta get off.
This is a good feed.
Yeah, no, it was. All right, so D got a freak to throw, man. Go ahead.
All right. To the police officer in South Carolina.
Oh shit.
Pulled me over for doing a 75 and a 65.
Really? Damn.
You can catch a Frank.
Yeah.
The size of the state of South Carolina.
Yeah. That's a big Frank.
That's a big Frank.
Yeah, man. I went to Alabama this weekend to see my family. Grandma's 98. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure my whole Friday was fucked up. So actually the whole day of Friday can catch a Frank. I slammed my thumb in the car door on Friday morning. Damn. And if you remember Friday morning, it was colder than the motherfucker.
Yeah, it was.
My hand was bling this whole fucking I'm driving with 3 fingers because my shit hurt so bad. My index just hurt. Took the long way, went through Atlanta, got caught in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Atlanta traffic. I forgot. I forgot.
You went through Atlanta?
Why would you go through Atlanta if you don't have to?
It wasn't my idea.
Okay. I understand. Okay.
And especially the time that we left, it didn't make sense to go through Atlanta because we knew it was going to be in rush hour traffic. But, you know, I ain't been down that way in a while, so
nostalgic.
I want to see what
some of the new culture.
Yeah, see some of the new buildings I ain't seen in a while. You know, remember this? Oh yeah, I remember that. So
it was right cool. There with at Freaknik, man. Yeah, I know you, nigga. I know you.
Nah, we didn't even make it into the city. You know what I'm saying? We took 285 on the outside and hit 75.
Yeah, you still know that building. You still know that Marriott.
I do.
Yeah, you still know the marquee when you see it. I know.
But also to the motherfuckers that did not secure their cargo, bruh, I almost got into an accident because somebody's shit fell off top of the vehicle and landed in the street. Mm-hmm. And it didn't happen directly in front of me, but it just happened. Mm-hmm. And I had to dodge, swerve, because we was on a mountain and it was on like one way this way, one way that way. So it was a 2-lane highway and going around the corner. So that shit was kind of crazy. So they can catch a Frank too. That whole Friday, man. But,
hey man, look, first and foremost, man, I got a Frank to throw, man.
Go ahead, let's see.
I got a Frank to throw, man. Hey yo. First and foremost, man, these white people that are hoarding these fucking jobs, you can catch a Frank. Like, fam, it is the amount of melanated people I see that are qualified for these positions, right? That I make a slate of, all right, these are the qualified people. And you don't even pick nobody from that category, right? Because I make it an intention to pick the black or brown people that are qualified for these positions. And you want to hire your white friend, you know what I'm saying, that's off the street, that, you know, blah blah blah. Like, yo, fam, that's fucking, yo, catch a fucking Frank, yo, because it's you the reason why the economy is the way it is. And then you want to complain about, we need to do more to diversify the area and da 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 da. But you are
withholding opportunities.
You are withholding opportunities from the people who are qualified, fam. It's like at this point, it don't even matter if you went to school for 4 years, 8 years, 10 years, and got them pieces of paper. That shit don't matter, because if they friend call them and they gonna get the job because they I know this guy. I play pickleball with him. You know, man, fuck that nigga in his pickleball game, yo.
Yeah, it's even more serious since they got rid of affirmative action in a lot of things. So like they really showing their true colors. At least with affirmative action, they had to pretend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they had to go through the motions to act like, you know, because they didn't want to, you know, get penalized for not going through the motions and pretending.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it's been like that forever, bro. It's been like that forever.
Yeah, I know it has, man. All right, we're gonna get to the spice real quick, because we got a couple of videos to watch. One of them I'm gonna cut short, because I think once we get to the gist of it, you know what I'm saying, we're good. All right, I'm gonna play this one first though.
Oh boy.
For my son?
Caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He know the rules.
Okay, and I tell him the rules, but you,
they in the
when
living
it comes
room.
to my children, you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom.
Understood.
They stay in the living room.
Understood. He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child.
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I roughed him up. I threw him out. He knew the rules.
It doesn't matter. You could have spoke to him. You didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So did you even know who he was? Where he was?
He said he was going to a friend's house. I didn't know he was coming over here.
Oh, so you don't keep tabs on your own son?
Of course I keep tabs on my son.
That's crazy.
And you need to watch your mouth, because telling you don't put your hands on my child anymore. Is that understood?
Hold on. Wait right here. Baby,
no, I ain't waiting on nothing. And you can bring whoever you like.
All right, so first and foremost, man, y'all black mamas raising these boys, yo, fam, cut that shit right there. Cut that shit the fuck out, man. Cut that shit the fuck out, because first and foremost, that man pays bills in that fucking house. If he says, yo, y'all are only allowed in the living room, and he told him, he knew the rules. Y'all only allowed in the living room, and where else he said? The living room and what else? The kitchen or some shit like that. Y'all only allowed 2 spaces in my house. If I catch you in my bedroom, in my daughter's bedroom, nigga, you have to get the fuck out. I'm gonna escort you out. He said, yo, I woke him up. The nigga was asleep after having sex with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm getting this nigga the fuck out of here. And then I'm gonna deal with her afterwards. But I'm getting this nigga the fuck out of my house. You get what I'm saying? That man did exactly what he was supposed to do. The little boy went back and told his mama, oh, he put his hands on me. That's all he had to say. Because that black mama's gonna be like, oh, you put your hands on my son and da 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 da. Yo, fam, cut that shit the fuck out, yo. Stop it, because your son was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. Because first of all, he lied to you. Said he was going over a friend's house. He ain't tell you where he was going. Said a friend's house. He could have told you he was going over that little girl's house, and you'd have probably said no. But no, he lied to you. He started off bad. Then when he was over there, he got caught. Fam, stop it, cut it out, bro. I'm not rolling with the black mama. It is what it is. The shit's happened to me before, so I know what it is. So go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. I'm done.
You want to
I
go?
mean, shit, you covered most of it. Like I said, the most important part was at the end where he was like, "You didn't even know where your child's at," and then what she say? Watch your mouth. You heard that, right?
I heard that, right?
And that's when he got his old lady involved.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? At this point, and she got up in his face too.
Yeah, like you.
He wanted to slap the shit out of me. He a respectable dude. Hey, baby.
Yeah. Come slap this bitch. Come slap her for me. Come get her.
Boy.
Nah, but like I said, it's just was wild to me. And I know a lot of other situations that happen this way. And that's why, people always be like, well, he was such a good boy. He was breaking into houses and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, just because that's your baby don't mean that you allow him not to be held accountable.
Black mamas and their sons,
because once you continue to relieve him of that accountability and he slip into these streets, he ain't gonna have a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get caught up in the system so quick.
Yep.
Because your mama got your back. No matter what you do, right or wrong. That's mine. And this is also why, and let me make this point. I'm gonna let you go, Prime. There's no more village in our community.
Yeah.
Because it's a setup.
I got you. But if there been a village in the community like it used to back in the day, that shit wouldn't have went like that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
To that point, and I think we discussed it before. I think this is the problem why like teachers have such a hard time.
And you're right, Tiffany.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that this is why teachers have such a hard time, right? They saying "I'm gonna call your mama" used to be a threat. Now it's like now the student are like, "I'm gonna call my mama." After you acting up, being disrespectful, your mother you're gonna call your mother and she gonna back you up after you was disrespectful, acting up, showing your ass in class, and your mama gonna come in there and it's a different time. And we talked about this. If I was at his house, his mama could whoop my ass. If I was at another friend's house, their mama could whoop my ass. I got my ass whooped by multiple mamas, daddies. I got punched in the chest by you know what I'm saying, one time, and I deserved it. I looking back on it, I fucking deserved it. I was fucking disrespectful as fuck, and he was like, "Boom, hey, don't be talking to me." I'm like, "Yes, sir.
Shit, sometimes you get in trouble and you ain't had nothing to do with it just because of niggas you hung with.
Just because of niggas.
Oh my god.
And this whole issue, bro, I just had a problem with this whole thing. And man, definitely I don't want to do it. But I question, where's the daddy at?
Obviously he's not around, because I'm gonna be honest with you, the mother would have never been there if the father was around. The mother would have never been there, because they would have been two men talking together, right? Yeah. All right, what did he know? And the man
wouldn't even got to that point, because the second the son talked to the father, and he told him he was laid up.
What did you do?
The second the son said, "I was laid up in this man's house."
No. The son wouldn't have said that. He wouldn't have gave his way. He would have gave himself away like that. He'd have been like, "Oh, this man put hands on me." Well, what did you do? What did you do for this grown ass man to put his hands on you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have gave himself up right away.
He would have had to tell him what really happened.
Yeah.
And either way, none of that would have happened.
None of that would have happened.
You know what I'm saying? They would have been able to meet up and talk.
Yep.
Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I feel you. Yeah. I don't appreciate you putting your hands on my son, blah, blah, blah. But, you know what I'm saying? He ain't had no business doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So from now on, if I have a problem with you disciplining him, he doesn't need to come over here, or let me know, and I'll handle him.
Lady Frida says that's because we are raising mini-me's instead of raising them to be better than us. I agree. Mother have to protect the child. The father wouldn't have been as aggressive. Yeah, man. I think shit, bro. Like that's why it's so important to have these the mother probably didn't tell the father. You already know most women think they're on the level of the man anyway. I think the daddy is nowhere around the way the situation unfolded.
The way she
because the fact that the son didn't even have to say anything, right? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? The fact that he went to his mother and said, "Hey, he put hands on me."
She would
like you get what I'm saying? Like he like instead of like like you know what I mean? Like he went over there knowing his mother was gonna kick for him, and so it's like, bro, like that's probably and I commend my guy because he took it like I'm thinking about like me like catching like a dude in the bed with my daughter. I might have fucking lost it. I think he showed better like patience than I did, and even to the point when she said, "Watch your mouth." I would have been like, excuse me, excuse me, like you on my property, like excuse me, on my property, excuse me, don't ever come to my house and tell me to watch any motherfucking thing. You understand me? And you ain't gonna. Hey, honey, you're right. And he did the right thing by saying, hold on, let me get it. Let me you can get whoever, yo, fam. You started. You man, look, we're gonna go there to the next video. We're gonna go there to the next one.
I give one of the 5 biggest challenges black people have for the next 100 years. The number one challenge is the existential crisis of the black family. The existential crisis of the black family. Marriage in our culture is down to 34%. When we were growing up, it was 85%. It's now down to 34%. 71% of our sisters are not married, 29% will never get married, 63% of our brothers are not married, 30% of them will never get married. There is no culture in the history of humankind that has risen to maximize their full human potential without family at the center of their culture. This only exists. This is an interesting but negative statistic. This phenomenon of the existential crisis of our family only exists among African American black people. It does not exist on the continent or anywhere else in the diaspora. So there must be something in the water. We must fix this. It is a lot easier said than done because it is impacting our wealth. Quick statistics. For 350 years, household median income was dominated by white people. They were number one in this country. They no longer are number one. They're number 3. And there's a reason.
Are they number 3?
Yeah, they're number 3 right now.
I thought it was Asians and white people. Who's number 2 then?
I think it's I actually think it's Indians, bro.
Oh, okay. You're including them in
yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes that Southeast, so Asians and then Southeast Asians. Okay, got you.
Whew, that's a lot to digest. That's a lot to digest.
It depends on who posted this.
I did.
Okay, it depends on like what area did you want to target this from? Because you can target this from.
Yeah.
So I'll let y'all.
We might have to break this down to a 3-part segment or something. But
because it's a couple of different ways you can go.
The main one I was talking about was the fact that no other culture is self-destructing like we are.
Oh, yeah.
And it's sad because we decided to buy the American dream when we could have had our own thing.
Yeah.
And the American dream is not working for the African American people.
It wasn't meant for us.
It wasn't meant for us.
Right.
And that's why we have a lot of issues that we have, because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, which is the American thing.
Right.
We're no longer a community. You go to Africa, Kvng, their community, their villages, their people, you know what I'm saying? They take care of each other. Over here, it's all about me, myself, and I. Independence.
Yeah.
I got mine, you get yours. Nobody's working together. That's why it's failing.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Just like they always say, one finger is only so strong, but you ball them all up. It makes a mighty fist.
Right.
We have no community. That's why we don't have any families. That's why we don't have any structure. That's why we heading for self-destruction. So that's the type part I wanted to like tackle on for this one. Do you see us as a people being able to turn this around or not?
Oh, god damn, that's such a complicated question. Here's the thing. I mean, obviously, I think
I'm gonna let you go, bro, and I'm gonna end it off, and we're gonna switch to the
gotcha.
next video.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying.
So
put it in the chat, nigga.
Right. Yeah. I mean, obviously, all of this is started from the systematic racism. However, I do believe that we have the power to now fix it, bro. There's enough black owners, there's enough black millionaires, there's enough black billionaires. You know what I mean? We have the tools that we need to now turn this around. Like, I don't think we're as cuffed as we used to be. Like, I feel like we have the power to change this. However, damn it, I hate to be pessimistic. Honestly, don't think we'll be able to turn this around. Not necessarily because of us as a people, but just because society in general is it's to me, I feel like it's a race to the bottom. It's a degeneracy is it's rising
the whole time.
I mean, I think we're about to get our first billionaire OnlyFans model. You know, even though like I like gambling, it's like kind of weird that the like where we're going with like gambling everywhere now. I just think it's a race to the bottom, man. I think it's a race to the bottom of like the promiscuity, which I believe promiscuity directly affects the family structure, and I 100% agree that I believe that the family structure is the center of everything, right? You know what I'm saying? Families make a community makes a town makes a city, so forth and so forth and so forth. And you know what I'm saying? And so without that structure, it's like, what the fuck does any of this mean? You get what I'm saying? It's like if we broke everything, the only way we could do it is if we literally destroyed everything and started from scratch. That is, to me, I know that's extreme, but like, to me, it's like we have to like really just tear down everything and just start from scratch to the point where we actually have to go back to relying on one another instead of stepping over one another.
So I'm gonna give you some pushback on
my pessimistic views.
No. On us not being cuffed, because we are cuffed. We might not be cuffed we might not be cuffed anymore on the financial side, but we're still cuffed mentally, bro. As a race, we are cuffed mentally because we still have this crab in the barrel mentality. We don't want to see each other win. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a thing. And then also I will agree on you on the point of, we don't have any family structure anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that was taken away from us. We don't have any family structure anymore. You look at Hispanic families, you look at Asian families, you look at any other race, you know what I'm saying? They take care of their elders. We ignore our elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, just as a not us specifically, but like as a whole, bro, like we don't move our elders in with us, like, you know what I'm saying, when they're unable to take care of themselves anymore, and you know what I'm saying, build off of them and what knowledge that they have. And bro, we don't do that. We haven't, as Black people, we haven't lived in multi-family homes since the Great Movement, since the Great Migration, right? When people were leaving the South to go to the north, to go up north or go to the Midwest.
And some of my people in Alabama that I met down there, they was from the Great Move. So I just learned about that shit.
So look, when I was down in Mississippi for Thanksgiving, man, I was talking to my homeboy. They own a whole street. All the land on this particular street, they own, right? So it's like they had friends and maybe some other extended relative that made that migration, but they waited it out. You get what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But they all came back down, right? So they might have waited it out. They got maybe, you know what I'm saying, let's just say 10 acres, right? The other families that did the Great Migration, right? As soon as they got their bread up, they bought 4 acres here, 4 acres there, 3 acres here, 2 acres there. Now they own a whole block. You own a whole block. You own a whole block, fam. Like that you can pass that shit down from generation to generation. Even if the kids go out and go off to college, boom, boom, boom. Some of them don't want to be farmers, but guess what? You always got a job. You always got a source of income, somewhere to come home to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same no more, man. We don't set, and I'm looking at my family in general. You don't set your kids up for success. You know what I'm saying? You get to a point where you're so in it for self, you don't set your children up for success. And your children are left by the wayside like, yo, what the fuck? If something happens to mom or dad, like, nigga, I'm fucked. Because I have to pay for the funeral. I have to pay. And, you know, they didn't do things like get a life insurance policy or, you know, do whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't taught this shit in school, so I'm not thinking about it. Because why? Because since they were out for self, they taught me to be out for self. Certain things you don't think about, man. But these white folks is thinking about it. They done took out life and insurance policies on themselves. As soon as their kid turn 18, they sign this. So when that will get read, oh yeah, you get 100,000, you get 40,000, you get 30,000, da da da, whoopty whoop, and so on and so forth down the line.
That's another thing. We don't do wills either. Like we allow our resources to get repossessed by the government because we don't take the steps to fill out our wills and make sure our family's secure with the assets that we got.
That's what I'm saying, man. Even if you only got a little bit, you
still got to do.
That's what you got to do.
They're going to take it.
Because it's going to be on the burden of the state after that.
Yep.
And when it's on the burden of the state can do whatever the fuck they want to do with it.
And they usually do it.
You know? But I just wanted to get that piece, man. Let me see. We got one more. And then we're gonna go ahead and shit. I really wanted to do this.
Ian, we late. She want me to stop at Chick-fil-A so she can use the bathroom. I say, well, we can go, because we late and I got to get some gas. You can go, I'm going to a new gas station. You can go use their restroom. She throws a fit because I won't make a extra stop so she can go use whatever bathroom she wants to use. Forget that you making me late. Forget that I gotta get gas and I can say we can do one stop. No, she made that a big issue. And guess what the women did? That's your lady. You supposed to stop and do. You supposed to take her to a nice, pretty bathroom. I said, oh, so these women narcissistic. If you think that somebody is the stronger person, since you look at me as a man, because these women are not looking at me as a woman, because the way I carry myself, the way I speak, my assertiveness, these women look at me as a man. So they treat me like one.
Right.
So in their mind, I was supposed to bend over backwards and take her to a special a special place to use the bathroom. To hell with me making a logical decision to do a one-stop shop so we can get on the road. I was the villain then. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. Why didn't you take your girlfriend to go use that bathroom? Wow. I say, so this is what they dealing with?
Yes.
This?
Yes.
I say, I'm not getting no relationship to be no doggone slave and to cater to no egos, because women, we supposed to be working together. We supposed to be caring.
That's what I wanted to make sure y'all heard. That's exactly what I wanted to make sure y'all heard. Like this whole time she been gassing the whole time. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was hilarious. I couldn't believe, because I normally don't listen to her, but for whatever reason, I decided to listen to her, and it was just hilarious.
Who is this particular woman?
I don't know. She
had a viral clip with Charleston White back in the day.
Okay.
She's always saying some like fucking wild shit about how the man
ain't shit,
and the man
she co-signs with the bear in the woods. She one of them chicks that was.
She thinks that men should be the subservient one.
Okay.
And women should be the dominant one.
Okay.
That's her whole thing or whatever.
And she be on that niggas and shit movement.
Okay. All right.
So to hear her do that, it was hilarious to me.
Yeah, no, and it was crazy. Is I've also heard like she's a toxic ass partner. But anyway.
Oh wow.
I mean, you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But the whole thing was, like I said, that last statement that was made.
I love when they clip it off and it's like the last statement, be like, you know you fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
that sisterhood is for real, bro.
Yeah,
that sisterhood is for real, and they will stick. And that's the thing. That's what threw her off. In that moment, she wasn't a part of the sisterhood.
Yeah,
that she created.
Yeah, that she's born a part of.
Born a part of.
Yeah.
Like, how dare y'all kick me out the sisterhood?
Yeah.
And I've been promoting the sisterhood this whole time. I've been getting rich promoting the sisterhood this whole time. And y'all,
how dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, I wanted the congratulations, you played yourself button. Like I needed that so fucking bad. First of all, I fucking hate this bitch. First of all,
let's refrain from using the B word.
Second of all,
that's the masculine part we talking.
Oh, okay. No, she,
her masculine.
I'm talking to her manly side at this point. Okay. Because that's not a lady. Trust me, that's not a lady. I mean, dog, like. I mean, it's kind of like what you say. It's like, bro, like you want the authority of a man, but the responsibility of a child, and like face no consequences, bro. Like
no accountability.
Yeah,
no
like
repercussions.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm saying. So it's like, but you like still want the benefits of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like the authority of a man, the accountability of a child, but the benefits of a woman. Don't work that way, sweetie. It don't work that way, sweetie. Guess what? Men got to deal with a lot of bullshit, and a lot of the bullshit comes from women. I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, like now that you want to go switch teams, play for the other side, now you're getting to see like what the other side is like. And yeah, like that's what it is. And if they're looking at you like a man, then guess what? You don't get the benefits of a woman.
Yep.
You don't get to sit back and play.
So the sisterhood is not on your side.
Right. You don't get to sit back and play princess passenger. Like, nah, shorty. That's not how that fucking works. And you know, like I said, like I've heard like terrible things about her and her relationships. I think I mean, you know, listen, bro, if y'all women like other women, cool, but like they have some of the highest domestic violence rates over gay men and heterosexual couples. They have the highest domestic violence rates. I mean, dude, like it's all that hormones and one thing, like
you see know why shows like Baddies take off. You know what I'm saying? All they want to do is like, yo, fam, I sat down and watched that show Baddies. I'm gonna say this before we switch topics, but I watched that show Baddies, bro. All they did was fight the entire season, yo. I was like, fam, y'all just like people watching people fight and then security breaking it up. Like, I understand. All right, reality TV. All right, yeah, I get the premise of it. You know what I'm saying? But like, damn, this is all they doing. They're not even having any dialogue between each other.
And they're getting paid too. That's the sad
part.
They
get paid.
We love chaos so much.
They get sponsorship deals and Instagram famous. And
like here's
some chick on there called Meatball, nigga. Like
oh yeah, like but like here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing, right? When women go on that whole little tangent about like how men ain't shit, a lot of times they have a point, but then they turn around and become the same type of nigga. That's the irony of it. Yeah. She became what she doesn't like. She's out here acting like a fucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? After creating a career of dogging niggas, she became that. You abandon your femininity. it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing.
It's borderline insane.
It's hilarious to me.
It's borderline insane. All right, we're gonna switch gears here, man. So 'tis the season, man. 'Tis the season. But since it is the season,
I really hate that woman.
I can feel it in your soul. I can feel it in your soul.
As soon as I saw her picture,
you didn't even watch the video when I sent it.
But I thought I watched them all, but that was the one I didn't watch, man. Oh, God,
they had it that bad.
I wish I would have watched the video before. I wouldn't be so mad right now. I just don't like her, bro. I don't.
All right, man. Look. Switching gears, man. 'Tis the season, man. But yo, fam, this is the season, man. It's oh my God. So it's a lot of debauchery that's about to happen on the internet. And we already know what's up, man. With the season comes gifts, right? And then with gifts comes side jumps buying you gifts, or that one shorty or dude that like you. You know what I'm saying? Buying
work husbands
buying you gifts, yeah. whatever it may be. So receiving gifts from friends while in the relationship. Do you feel like that is a violation to the relationship, or do you let it slide? And the room fell silent.
I'm kind of torn because you can't really control who buys a gift for you. However, receiving is
that's why I said receiving.
Receiving.
That's why I said receiving
is the thing. I think it depends on like how well you know the person's intent. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga trying.
Like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? If he's like, hey, like if the guy came through work and got like a bunch of people gifts and you're one of the people who got a gift.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
But if it's like, hey, this is for you and I want you to feel special. Like if it's on that type of shit,
if it's not on no Secret Santa type shit, if it's voluntary, I'm like going out of my way to give you this.
Yeah.
And you accept it, I that'd be violation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I wouldn't trip on that level.
I do think though that especially with women, like because women are like the most delusional about like men being just their friend. You know what I mean? I just think like you guys women like you have to be like very aware that like yo like niggas are not like that like
fine.
Yeah, bro. These niggas, bro. Like you think they're just out here like into philanthropy like that, bro. It's not a lot of niggas out here just like just giving away shit just to give away shit, bro. Like
philanthropy is fucking wild.
You get what I'm saying?
Ever say that shit on my podcast? Like, what is wrong?
That's what it is, bro. You just like, oh, just the kindness of my heart. Like how many niggas do you really think are just like out here just like, yeah, you know, whatever, just and not expecting nothing in return. Like,
right.
I'm not saying those guys don't exist. It's just few and far between. So I just think like women just be like a little bit more aware of those situations.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't. It'd be a violation, but I wouldn't trip.
What are your thoughts, sir?
That's it for me.
Oh, me. Oh, shit. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm easy, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If it ain't correlating with the job and Secret Santa, man, I probably already know, like, you know what I'm saying, who the Negro is. And fam, I'm not jacking it. And then roles reverse. You know what I'm saying? I'm not receiving no gift from no woman that I work with and I'm in a relationship. Like, fam, like, if you go out your way to buy me something, all right, that's cool. But like, hey, mama, you just bought it for me? Oh, nah, I can't accept that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a detriment to my lady at home. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting myself in that position. See, it's different.
It's Rolex.
No, I'm not. Fuck no, I'm not. Fuck no, I'm not. Because she know I can't afford that shit. Hell, fuck no, I'm not. Hey, yo, fam. See, as men, we gotta think precautionary. We gotta think precautionary.
How you get that shit?
Yeah, we gotta think precautionary, nigga. For women, it's like, oh, you know, they were buying gifts at work, you know. But for men, we gotta think precautionary because we can't say, oh, they were buying gifts at work. No, that bitch bought it for you. Like that's the rabbit hole we get pushed down. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta
That'd be the end of your situation.
Yeah, for sure. Like, no, we already know. All right, so last podcast we had thrown in the chat. Do they really want to know the truth? I don't know, Prime, where we were going with this because I totally forgot.
I forgot too.
Oh yeah. So
do you remember?
Yeah. So
you can't handle the truth.
I can't. All right, so I can't remember the actual topic that we were talking about.
Yeah, we jumped down the rabbit hole.
But you had rebuttal to Derek and was saying, hey, well, if you just be honest with them, you know what I'm saying, it'll all work out. And Derek briefly responded, man, they don't want no goddamn truth. And so
that tracks. Right. That tracks.
And so here's I'm gonna give my thoughts on it, and I'm gonna just let you guys speak on it. So honestly, man, like the way I feel about it, bro, like I feel like regardless of gender, you know what I'm saying, I feel like a lot of people don't want the truth. But however, I think the way women handle it versus men are two different things. I'm straightforward. Lie to me, girl. Lie to me like them strippers over there at Diamond Girls. Go ahead and lie.
Diamond Girls reopens January 3rd. Y'all make sure y'all there.
But yeah,
I'm gonna be there.
You know, but like I'm with that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're a bird.
Yo, like, but like, yo, like, I think guys are like really just like, yo, like, fuck it. Who made the song? It was a guy who made that song. I don't want to know. And it's like the women who are always like, I want to know the truth. Tell me everything. I want to know all the details. You don't want to know the details. No. I promise you don't want to know the details.
Because we did some shit.
You don't want to know. And they always want to ask them any questions. And they claim, look, no, I want the honest answer.
Did you tell her you loved her? I probably did when I was stroking her back out. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
I told her a lot of stuff I didn't get.
I did. I probably told her a lot of things. Bro, you ain't, you don't want to know the truth.
And another thing, another reason why you can tell they don't want the truth is because they always pass on the good guys. Think about, oh, he's so nice. He's so, you know what I'm saying? He's a good guy. So chances are he's being honest about what's going on, and he's honest with his communication. And they always get friends on.
Yep.
Y'all notice that?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
they don't want to know the truth. And another thing, I think it's more or less they want to know so they can know what other options they should have, just so they can compete against what you got going on.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So here's the thing. Like, I feel like obviously, like, women are constantly trying to like evaluate the situation and see what's real and what's not real. You know what I'm saying? And like, the reason I say like I can understand that, right? But I still think you don't want to know the truth, because when they realize like what your options really are, like what your honest options really are, because like a lot of women spend a lot of the time they're having their ego inflated by a lot of men. Baby, you're amazing. You don't deserve that. You deserve the world. What? He would do that? No way I would. You know what I mean? There's all those type of niggas. There's your friends. Girl, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. We're all beautiful.
You look good in that dress.
Yeah, bro.
It's like a fucking overbaked potato.
It's like this.
Big back.
Bro, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, if they had all the truth, because I think that's the other thing too. I think men are a little bit more like realistic about like where they stand in their dating value. I think women also have a different idea of like what their dating value is. So I think that's another like aspect of like, even if they got the truth, like it's too big of a pill to kind of like swallow sometimes.
Right. Because they'll hold it over. D says, I must be the percentage of women that really want the truth for real. And I mean, there are women out there like that actually want the truth and actually are equipped to handle it. But like, that's far and few in between. That percentage is small. That percentage is definitely small, man. I don't foresee a lot.
But I want to make it stated that I don't think this is gendered. I think a lot of men don't want the truth either. I don't want the truth. That's what I'm saying.
I asked you, did you suck his dick? Don't tell me yes. Don't if you did, don't tell me yes.
Yeah, I don't ask questions because I don't want to. And I also understand like.
Did you knock the mic down?
Not on purpose.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Not on purpose.
Don't be giving niggas the sauce, man.
Hey, I don't want to know if you playing me. Keep it on. Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't ask questions because I understand if my girl is fine.
It's gonna make you so goddamn.
It's gonna hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? The amount of people, the amount of things that's going on.
Yeah, it's gonna make you so goddamn mad. So it's like, dog, like you get what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
And
that's why another reason why I'll never go through a female phone. No.
Yeah,
I'm not going through.
Why? I don't want to know.
Why would I destroy my ego like that? Like, why would I do that? Like, why would I go searching through her phone just to like destroy my heart? But that's what like women do all the time. Like, why would I do that? You went through my phone and you're a hot fucking mess. Like you've been crying for a month straight now. You want me to go through your phone so I can go through the same thing? Fuck no. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
I'm good.
Right, I'm good.
I'll find out on accident.
Like if I find out, I find out. But like, no, like no, whatever.
So Derek had mentioned, last guys finished last. Hold on, so
good guys finished last.
See, I'm honest too. Sometimes too much. So, nah. I mean, I get it, but like Derek had mentioned, nice guys finish last, right? Mm-hmm. But honestly, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's really get into the guys being nice, right? Like a lot of cats be nice to you because they ain't hit yet. Like this is we gonna keep it we gonna keep it a B or we go. I love the transition. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's why I ain't like this show, right? But you know what I'm saying? But until that particular man gets that particular interaction, he's gonna be nice to you. And as soon as he gets what he wants, hey yo, fam, you falling off to the wayside. Like, hey yo, he don't tell me good morning anymore. Yeah, cause that nigga ain't rocking with you for real like that. Oh, he don't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't as active as cause he got it now. Yeah, like you
on the team now.
Yeah, either you on the team or you passed it. Yeah. Because you might have just been a one and done. Mm-hmm. You might have just been a one and done. You might have just been a challenge for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I bet you I could do it.
And she made you wait.
Oh yeah. Man, like once the conquest is conquested, you know what I mean,
bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I hear this from women. A lot where it's like these other men they don't treat me like this, they treat me like this. Did he hit yet?
Right.
Did he hit yet? Because it's a different story, bro. Like once he's in here, he hitting it and like all the stuff that comes with that, it's a whole different story, man. Like if he ain't hit yet, he's still playing the game. He ain't beat the level yet. He's like, oh yeah, so he's gonna keep playing the game until he clap them cheeks. So it's like, no, like, don't tell me like about this nigga. I'm like, but this guy, he's so nice to me. I'm like, yeah, wait till he hit it. Wait till he hit it and all that niceness, like,
yeah. And you'll give it to him right before the holiday season. Yeah, he might slide through Thanksgiving, meet your folks.
Introduce the family.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, see him, you know what I'm saying? If he really rock with your moms like that, you know what I'm saying? He might come back for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as you might get gone by MLK Day, baby. you might be gone by MLK Day. To be honest with you,
and it's not even just about the sex. Like not only like so once like women have sex with a dude, a lot of times here comes like a lot of like emotional feelings.
Bring that clarity.
Yeah, I can see me having a family with you. Like, we haven't even talked about a relationship.
What are we? All this stuff, and that's when he gonna be like, "Whoa, okay, clingy. clingy much, and then that's when the whole thing is going to shift.
Yeah.
It's going to fucking shift. And so it's like, yo, ladies, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Don't be thinking just because there's niggas out here just being so goddamn nice to you, like then that's what it is. Like it's like they forget that, yeah, like I was that guy too. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I am still nice to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like this nigga, he's trying harder, you know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to get to a level that I'm already at.
Yeah.
So it's like, be careful.
Be cautious.
Yeah.
Be cautious.
I know a lot of situations where, you know, women are with a guy and things aren't going great, and then they start, you know, listening, you know, to DMs and stuff, and oh, he treats me so much better. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I said
playing the long
so
game.
right,
You got a girl, you know, you already in a relationship, but you talking to me, so I could just play the game. Play the game.
After a couple,
I'll never do you like that, baby.
Yeah.
You deserve roses every day. If I was your dude, I'd make sure.
And he might do that.
Yeah,
he might do that in the beginning.
In the car every morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do everything for you. And then once he do it, he hit it.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, after a couple months in and hitting it a couple times, he's like, "What? I'm good."
Yeah.
And then he's being nice to the next one.
So speaking of which, man, you know, and this goes for both. When you put filters on your personality, that representative phase is a motherfucker, yo. That representative
right there.
I'm the god in this shit. Nah, but like honestly, bro, like, you know, all right, it was one thing to have the representative, because the representative could only be there but for so long.
Yeah.
But since people have learned to put filters over their personality, that representative can be there for a while. And I've dealt with that shit personally, because the representative was there, and then it was like the filter on the personality. It was just like, damn, shorty, I really didn't know you ain't had no personality for real until you really had to, like, I put you in a space that has some personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, because every space that we've been in together, you've controlled. So when I finally get you in a space to where, damn, I've been chilling with your friends mad long, like, come kick it with me and my people. And when I put you in that situation, it's like, oh shit, you ain't got no personality for real. Like, oh, your personality is fucking trash. Like all my niggas hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, you can't even, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you acting up at this game night. Like, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, don't be bringing your friend over here no more.
Yeah, like, yo, niggas gotta pull me to the side and be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Or dudes be the same, or even females be the same way with a certain dude. Like, girl, don't bring him over here no more, because that nigga weird. That nigga weird, yo. Like, I don't know if he trying to ride me or holler at me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, fam, you gotta watch that joint, man. You gotta watch that joint. But I like the terminology of this, because somebody had mentioned it on the internet. That's where I got it from. So, you know, somebody had mentioned, you know what I'm saying, putting like, after the representative have left, they put a filter on their personality. And it's only so long you can hold a facade.
Mm-hmm.
It's only so long you can hold a facade. Just be yourself from the get-go, and you ain't got to worry about that. I made a status that says, you know, I can't quote it verbatim, but you know, being real means you ain't really got to lie about shit, because you've been real from the start. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been you from the start, it ain't nothing to, you know what I'm saying? Nothing to front about. Yeah. You ain't got to front about nothing, because you've been you from the start. Like, yeah, this is me. And then 10 years later, nigga, this is me. You know? So
it's hard these days to, because there are so many different filters for personality. You really have to go
Snapchat.
Yeah, you really have to go through. You have to go through it with some people in order to see their true self.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that a lot of times you think you know the person, but until, you know, that pressure is applied, you don't know how people gonna react. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, It's a lot of filters out there. And it's easier to get filters because we lack substance in our conversations anyway.
That's a good point. Yeah. I think you guys made some pretty good points. I think like one thing that like for me is like it's really tough to see through the bullshit sometimes. I think you kind of touched on this a little bit. It's about authenticity. You know what I mean? And I think that's ultimately like what it comes down to. And that's something that like I really appreciate. And I think sometimes, the way you can tell if someone is authentic is by how like vulnerable they are as well. You know what I mean? Like, are they willing to admit their flaws? Are they willing to like
be human,
show flaws, show mistakes? Or are they like every time you see them, they're always trying to like, yeah, man, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like to me, like
I'm the best thing on God's green earth.
Like to me, that's not real. You know what I mean? Like I like to see people when like, oh man, I don't know shit about that, or like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh yeah, I
used to do that back in sixth grade. You know, like you ain't doing nothing special.
Like don't
my
be.
My cousin got 6 of them.
Don't be like LeBron holding the book. Like this book, it's just it's a great book, and it's
got words.
It got a lot of
words in it, a couple paragraphs,
a lot of great lessons,
few chapters,
a lot of great lessons,
but a lot of lessons.
Yeah, and it's like you can tell the person who wrote this book was just really. Yeah, they was really in tune with they really thought this through. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why?
What is the book about?
Like, why are you lying, bro? Like, why are you lying, bro? Like, you didn't even have to lie, bro.
Why are you lying?
Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like want to like just be authentic, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, again, like when people are vulnerable, they show their own flaws, and they're not afraid to show that. Like I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's dope.
And that's a fact. So this is the perfect transition point, right? I'm telling you, I'm gonna aim at this motherfucker until we get out of here. So the perfect transition point, man. So we get to the point where, all right, we got filters on the relationship, but a lot of the times, people have checklists, and that's fucking crazy that you have checklists while you're dating and get to know somebody, because as you have those checklists, the person may or may not know, but they filter themselves into that position of those checklists. You know what I'm saying? They'll go ahead and mark off everything on that fucking checklist that you got until they get to a certain point, and then they reveal their true selves, and it's fucked up. That's gonna give you a bad result every time. And then this is what I hate, right? This is really what I hate. When you're getting to know somebody, like, oh, I gotta have somebody that's this, that's that, they got this and that. Fam, don't tell me nothing about your likes. I don't want to know nothing about what you like how to do. If you vibe with me, you vibe with me. If not, then I'm gonna move on. Like, I don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. The door right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do something that you don't like, I don't hold myself up on it anymore. I used to be like, damn, like, why? Now, I don't even need an explanation, shorty. Like, for real, if I'm just not your cup of tea, I'm not your cup of tea. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people like to know, oh, well, what did I do wrong? Fam, does it matter? You just not the vibe for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why be hung up on, you know what I'm saying, on whatever? And then, like, it's crazy. So I used to tell shorties, I used to tell them, well, yeah, you don't got this and that. Well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that from now on. I can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I give them a second chance, and then they fall back in the same bullshit they were doing in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Over all that. Look, if I'm not for you, if you're not for me, like, look, just move on. Move around, shorty. Just move around. You know what I'm saying? But the question I wanted to pose was, have y'all ever been in a checklist situation?
Well, a couple of episodes ago, I had a topic called paper mates versus soulmates.
I remember that.
Yeah. And that's the reason why relationships fail, because we have a checklist versus actually vibing with them and seeing if you actually like you. You know, today's dating market is basically, what do you have so I know what resources I can get from you? How can you benefit me? as opposed to actually liking motherfuckers and enjoying being around them, and actually caring, and they actually got a good spirit,
right?
And through and like I said earlier, because people don't have genuine conversations anymore, you never get to that point to figure out who they truly are,
right?
Because that's how you know what a person's intentions are, through the communication. You talk long enough, that representative is only going to be for so long before their true identity is revealed. But we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. It's like we just got to get everything right now. And that's why we have a checklist, because if I can go into this thing and say, okay, he checks this, checks this, check this, check this, I can skip everything. He's got exactly what I'm looking for. And this is, mostly materialistic, financial stuff, not or physical. He's got the six pack, the six figures and 6 feet, all the little check marks, but it has nothing to do with the individual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got a fat ass. Okay, cool. That's a lot of women. Who is she? Is she a good person? You know what I'm saying? Or she, old girl, that's that newbie hate. Like, take the time to get to know people, and you will have better results instead of going off of a checklist, because the checklist is superficial bullshit 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. Like I said on this podcast before, women have this frame of Prince Charming since they were little girls. They have this frame of Prince Charming, and like, you might be a vibe, but if you don't fit that frame, they're not looking at you. They're not even looking your way. And the niggas that do fit that frame ain't got no personality. So it ends up bad. So you end up with bad results. So off your checklist,
that's how you end up with 4 or 5 niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or 4 or 5 females that you're dealing with, because certain people fulfill this obligation for me, and they fit well here.
Yeah.
But I'm lacking in so many different other aspects. So I get somebody else to do this. I get somebody else to take care of it. I get somebody else to take care of it. So you're dealing with multiple people, and you only giving a portion of yourself to people. So that's why it's not going to work.
I was in that kind of situation, bro. Like I had a shorty that I would only travel with because she had a passport. I had a shorty that I would only go out to the spots with her because she liked to go out. I had a shorty that, like if I was in a like a chill mode, like wanting to be in the house, I had a shorty for that. I had a shorty that used to, she used to like to go out, but she used to like to go out and do like constructive things, like, paint pottery, and if I was in that kind of mode, I hit her up, like, fam, like, and I saw that, and my therapist was like, yo, you a toxic nigga, yo. I was like, oh, I am. I was gonna hit the button on myself.
No, I had to do it for you.
But you know what I'm saying? I was in that situation at one point in life. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, if I can't, all right, so I'm not looking for all that in one woman, but like I need to be able to introduce you to the different areas of me. Because the girl from the club, I couldn't introduce her to, yo, fam, I like to do paint, do sipping paints or something like that. I couldn't introduce her to that shit because she won't turn up. She's like, this week
she gonna drink too much wine.
Yeah, she gonna drink too much wine.
Shit.
Yeah, act a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying?
Why she looking at me funny?
Yeah, like yo, fam, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take certain ones in certain spaces.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The shorty that like to be in the crib, she ain't got no passport because like all her family is here. What she need to leave for? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just boom, boom, boom. If I can't introduce you to all the facets of me, and then understand that, okay, some shit you're not gonna rock with, you know what I'm saying? I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect that. All right, last topic of the night, fellas, man. All right, so sometimes you gotta leave to be happy, and a lot of people don't understand this. There's a lot of guys and a lot of women that are in situations where they will be unhappy, but they can't live without somebody. Hey, yo, fam, look, sometimes you just got to give up. Sometimes you just got to give up. Not on life. I ain't telling you to give up on life. Give up on that situation that you're in.
People jumping off buildings.
Yeah.
Chat GPT.
Yeah. No. Don't fall in love with Chat GPT. But No, you got to give up on your situation, bro, because like that situation that you're in right now, you might just have to let that shit go for your happiness, for your content. Because if you are putting yourself in a position to where you're not happy every day, the fuck are you living for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you're doing a detriment to yourself, right? You're not giving yourself, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not giving yourself enough love. You're not doing enough self-love. Because if you wake up every morning and you're unhappy in whatever situation, it don't even have to be in a relationship. It could be in your job. It could be in a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. If you wake up and you're unhappy, sometimes you just gotta give up on that shit and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your happiness comes first. Your happiness comes first, because you can't be the best version of you if you're not the best version of you. And the only way you're gonna be the best version of you is if you're happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell myself all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey fam, I might be in a situation that I dislike, but I ain't gonna be in that situation long. I'm not gonna be there long. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta set some things up before I leave that situation. But guess what? I'm gonna set them shits up. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I ain't gonna drag my feet. I'm like, all right, boom. It's not working out right here. It's not working out for me right here. But I'm gonna set some shit up. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good later on. I might struggle for a little bit, but I'm gonna be good later on. Don't worry about me. I'm solid.
I 100% agree with what you're saying, but history and society have told men that our happiness isn't important. Happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? Not that ain't got nothing to do with our happiness. Like, we do everything for our family. We make our sacrifices for the family. We give everything for the family. And happiness is never a part of the equation. So even having a conversation of happiness, a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what it is. You know, they go through the motions because all we know is the struggle. Provide and protect. Provide and protect. Provide and protect. We don't have time for happiness. You know what I'm saying? We got shit to do. But it's important, like you said, because a lot of times people don't really understand like the mental health aspect of it.
Yep.
When you're in environments where you're consistently being beat down, that wears on you overall.
Yeah.
And you change. And that's a lot of times once you get beaten and battered, you kind of go into a protective mode and you just kind of stay there. It's not healthy, but you stay there. Some situations you stay because you're comfortable. You know, you've known that person for, I know that nigga for 20 years, you know what I'm saying? He always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know it's not good, but he's been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
So happiness needs to be a priority in everybody's life.
Yeah.
And we need to talk about it and promote it, you know, especially on the mental health aspect, because if we're not together up here, we'll never attain happiness anyway.
I feel that.
Yeah. No, I agree with everything both of you guys have said. I think ultimately, happiness can't come from another person. It has to come from within. But if you find yourself in a situation where someone is a detriment to your life instead of an asset, I think that's where the line is drawn. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know what I mean? Right, yeah. Because a lot of times, like, people are unhappy and they think it's their situation, but it's really not. It's really just you who's unhappy inside. But if you can look at it and say, hey, look, is this person really holding me back, or is me holding myself back? Now, if it turns out that this person is the one who's being a detriment to your life, then I think at that point, like, you got to move on, because the whole thing of having a partner is to make your life easier. You know what I'm saying? And that goes both ways, not just for the man or the woman.
Or friendships and relationships.
And friendships and relationships. Yeah.
Sure.
Like you guys, like, it should make your life easier. That's why, like, you know what I mean? It's just, as human beings, like, we need that interaction with each other so badly. because it's like, you know, having that person is supposed to be a net positive, not a net negative. So in that case, yeah. In that case, you got to give it up.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, look, that's the last topic of the night, man. Thank you for tuning into the Drake's Discussion podcast. We under 2 hours, baby. Yeah. All right. So first and foremost, man, make sure you follow the podcast at D&D Pod on Instagram, Drake's Discussion podcast everywhere else. Follow me, King Bot, KVNG, BAK on all social media platforms. Also follow my man, Primetime Naeem at Nubian_King26 on Instagram. Agree to number 2 disagree on YouTube. Picture_that_photography. Follow my man D on Instagram, man. Make sure you hit that podcast merch at the bottom, man. You know what I'm saying? Buy some things, you feel me? Join the gang if you're not affiliated. Get affiliated. Become a part of the gang. Shout out to the gang members that's in here, man. I appreciate that. Hey, big member for 7 months. D, what's up with you? What's up with you? Yo, man, you already know what's up, man. We make sure we pull y'all comments up. Shout out to all the new people in the chat too. So Wilson, I seen you in here. Dominique, I seen you in here. Y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming by the chat, man. First and foremost. And I ain't got nothing else to say, bro. You got something else before we leave out of here?
Shout out to the Bull City Basketball League.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody, man, for real. Like, I've been getting a lot of people asking about the merch and stuff. So I'm about to put together a merch store to go with the other things that I got going on. It's been a lot of love out there in the photography world. And I'm proud to do what I'm doing, and got some big things coming up next year, fellas.
All right,
for sure. Prime, anything before we head out?
I got nothing, man. Great pod, man.
All right, for sure, man. Look, we'll see y'all back before how many times before the New Year's? We got what? 2 more weeks. Yeah, two. Yeah, we got 2 more times before the New Year's, man. We'll see y'all 2 more times before the New Year's, man. Y'all be safe out here. Spread love, positivity. You know what I'm saying? All that good jazz. And we out of here. Peace.
If it's good for your health, won't taste good. Shorty really from the county. She fake hood, best friend of makeup artist. Always be the face good, real hair rocking. She never rock a lace look. Say she from Trenton, I met her out in Lakewood. Head game fire, sense of humor, cook a steak good. Those just the basics, baby, cause I'm out the matrix, baby. King, where you been at? Just be hunting, trying to get some honey, cause I done elevated above infatuation with money. And bitches fucking like bunnies for Tony Romans, they dummies and they ain't being funny. Sad story to tell, even sadder to live. Fucking for nails with no groceries in your crib. Long as you good though, the bitches screwing they face up right now, you would know. What's good to you? A genius to somebody else, misunderstood to you. Huh? What's good to you? A genius to somebody else, misunderstood to you. Whoa.